Oh, a little gassy to start up. Oh, Jesus. What's up, everybody? Fucking cheese wieners. That's what we used to call people from Wisconsin, cheese wieners. Probably retarded, but I like to do it. Been about 2 weeks. I had Labor Day, and then my girlfriend had a week off, so I was hanging out at the house. We went up north, went to the cities, had a concert, did a little show at the Underground. Came back, hung out, went golfing, but she was kind of on the hip all week, so I didn't really have time to get out or get away from her to do the show. So a lot of shit went down. Um, a lot of shit. I was up north. My fucking liberal ass sister was talking about some dumb shit with abortions, the vaccine, and everything. My dad looked me dead in my eyes and said, "I just wish people believed in science." And it's like, dude, the science is what it is. It's not like I'm outwardly saying that people shouldn't get the vaccine. If that's your choice, if you want to do that, but don't tell me what to do, nor try to make me feel bad about it. Uh, my girlfriend had it. She was sick for 5 days, milked the shit out of it. No offense, brought her dinner. I was a good boyfriend during that. Not to toot my own horn, but I was bringing her dinners and drinks, and I was a A1 boyfriend. You think she would have a little bit more respect for me after that? But um, it was good to see my parents. My It's just crazy. My sister told me I'm the godfather of my nieces, and she told me this weekend that if they died, they would go to my brother-in-law's wacky ass sister, who's been like with 7 different dudes in the last 2 months. And I'm sure that's a great influence for 2 young girls to be around, even if she is a nurse. All the nurses I know are fucking crazy. So, no offense. No offense. If you're not crazy, I'm not talking about you. Um, I do want to talk a little bit about I had my reality shattered pretty severely. We were doing a little bit of the mushroom stuff, and we were watching the Impractical Joker cruise, and Tim Dillon has a joke about it because he was on that cruise performing for those guys, and I do like them. I think they can be funny, but you go back and watch that Impractical cruise shit. It's people that paid to be there, knowing Sal and them are there. Then they go on the cruise, and like Joe does this thing where he tries to rip his pants, and everybody's just. I couldn't get over how. I mean, the complex of how retarded that is. Being that surprised, Sal was hopping around and just like talking to people. It made me concerned for people, how they can go through that. One time, Murr went under this guy's bed, and everybody was laughing. This like pool lounger, and just really go watch it and think about it. It's one of the most retarded things I've ever watched in my entire life. And I never understood what Tim Dillon's problem was. I actually got mad at Tim. I was like, the Impractical Joker shit is kind of funny, but after that cruise thing, I mean, it made me just uncomfortable to realize that I was in the same boat as some people that were on that cruise enjoying their Practical Jokers. It was truly devastating. And on top of that, that just made me think like, holy fuck, people, we should have some sort of regulation for voting or something, because this is just out of control. In my opinion, people aren't deserving of having anything better. It's like what's going on, in my opinion, is they're trying to make every inner city place like reservations. And being that I have family from the reservation, I wouldn't call myself technically a reservation kid. It's fucking depressing, dude. You do not want to go to the reservation. It's like they get $3,000 a month. Yeah, dude. I promise you, it is not good up there. It takes away your ambition. It takes away your goals. It takes away just anything you want to do to progress in life. And that's why it becomes a cycle. You see so many grandparents taking care of kids up there, and that's because they just fuck around for 30 years. And it's the truth. It's the harsh truth. And it's the same thing with, you know, the inner city kids and everybody. And, you know, it's a shame, and nobody will talk about it. The true issues going on with that. It's what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the reservation. Oh, this all started because I was watching Reservation Dogs. That show actually is one. I was talking to my buddy Tyler who came over to watch the games. I was like, yeah, the Indian people down in Oklahoma are way better looking than the ones up in Red Lake. And then he said, well, they're on TV, and I guess that's a pretty good point. You can't be putting reality on TV all the time. It's a really good show though. It gives you pretty good insight. I like Bear a lot. I can't remember the other chick's name, not Eleanor, but the other girl. She's really funny, and that reminds me a lot of my cousins and shit. That's what it's really like. But if you want to check that show out, that's fucking a really good show. What else happened? Oh, we went to the Quinn '92 concert. That was pretty sick. I'm 27. I think everyone there was 24 and trying to fuck. It was actually unbelievable. It was like grind to a slow song and then fight about who they were texting, and it was just fucking hilarious. The big bartender dude thought I was there because of my girlfriend, so he made my Tito's like all Tito's, so I was shit faced. Got back to the hotel, got a little puss, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I didn't see any of the stuff in the cities that they talked about. It actually seemed pretty safe, in my opinion. I don't know, all the black people, white people. I feel like the biggest cunts to me were the like cunty ass girls that think they're better than everybody, but it is what it is. Try to be nice to everybody. And then I had a show Wednesday underground. Well, I open mic'd it, and that went pretty good. There's like 14 people there, so how good can that fucking go? I just bullshitted and made fun of a person before me who, matter of fact, said he was doing comedy for like 10 years and rambled through he could have easily made it 7 minutes and did it in literally a minute, just rambled. And cadence is everything when public speaking. Make a lot of eye contact, try to get people involved. But other than that, came back home, just hung out. We went golfing, shot pretty good. The people at golfing courses are nuts, dude. We were fucking behind these two old people, and they're getting mad because we were teeing off and it easily was landing 100 yards away, but they were calling about respect to the game. And to be honest with you, I think he was just upset that I was driving it so far. But honestly, the rest of my game is trash. If anyone ever wants to go golfing, hit me up. I would love to find a producer for this thing, and then we could go golfing all the time too. So that could be part of it. The kid I want to do it. He's getting into music and stuff, and I might talk him into it. But I think it'd be funny because he just, every time I say something to him, he just fucking looks at me like I'm speaking gibberish. And I think having that on the side, plus he's black too, that would be good. That would equal things out for everybody here, and he could tell me when I'm being a savage or something. But other than that, girlfriend's she works for the feds, and they mandated the vaccine for her. We're gonna go with personal belief is that she doesn't need it. It literally says in the bylines that personal beliefs are part of religion, so we're gonna play that card as long as we can. To be honest with you, it truly doesn't make sense. You know, I have talked to people. My dad, I asked him this question. I said, if the vaccine doesn't protect you from getting it, and a vaccinated person can get it and give it to another vaccinated person, what is the point? I thought the point was to you know, keep people from getting COVID. And even if it doesn't kill us, which sounds insane. I mean, I take a lot of flack because I told my mom, it's like, I hope I'm not true, like, right about this. It's going to be a disaster. I won't be able to do anything. There won't be selling stuff. It will be labor. It will be internet. Honestly, I think they're trying to get to the reservation thing. And it's totally possible. Inflation is fake. Um, Cost of goods is a fixed number that can be changed at any point. Um, I try to think about ways that could be fixed, and even if I try to do it like $5 for every adult in the country, if a billionaire did that, it would be $5 per everyone's like $1 billion, which is insane. But what could happen is healthcare. And as long as people don't take advantage of it, it should be fine. But Obamacare was a disaster. I don't care what anyone says. That was failing. Trump never even tried to do anything, I don't think. I don't know what Biden's going to do. People are so ignorant. The Pfizer people are probably on a beach cruise with 20 bitches right now doing coke off their ass. It's that insane. It doesn't make sense. If the profit for this is to help everybody, why doesn't it just go right back into the country? The 9/11 memorial was all a persuasion. It actually, I feel so bad for all those people that lost their lives for no reason. I truly believe the $2.3 trillion that went missing was missing due to the fact that they paid the Saudi Arabians for it so that we could do that to go into war to mine oil, or Iraq, or wherever it was, Afghanistan. That is truly what this was. It was a $2.3 trillion payment to somebody to let us start a war. Now, the other agreement, I believe, was that they will leave that stuff back for the Taliban to just take it over again. I mean, it's insane, the cooperation that the media is having with them. China's like gonna start making deal agreements with them. It's Things are about to get crazy. It's like, when is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? Are we all just fucking crazy? But let me throw this nugget on you with some facts. If you go look up who the largest mass murderer was in history, it was Mao from China. From 1958 to 1962, he killed 45 million people, and I honestly never heard about that. It all started because Genghis Khan came up in conversation. I was like, I think he's the biggest mass murderer. But Lao killed 45 million people due to famine, population control. I believe it was called the Great Age Dynasty or something like that. And it was truly crazy to read, because 45 million people is like 40 times the number that the Russians lost in World War II or something like that. I think they lost 1.2, or they say 800,000, but it was more than that. They literally made a road out of people in Siberia, I think, or something like that. There's a lot of insane facts out there that nobody's going to tell you. My girlfriend's parents were alive during that 45 million. That was after Hitler killed the Jews, which they say was 6 million people. 45 million people died in China. Nobody did anything about it. What the fuck? That's concerning. It's all fake. It's all fake. I don't know. It feels like at this point the only thing there is to do is to have a kid and try to make the world a better place by raising him. But it's people like my sister. I don't know what my kid, if I died and my sister got my kid, I feel like she would treat him like shit. And that's a crazy thing to say. But whatever. It's life, isn't it? Um, Still waiting to hear back from a couple places. I got a couple job offers. I wish this would take off. Tell me what outrageous shit to say. Um, Maybe I should just start. I was seeing this thing that I was talking to. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking to my sister about this. It was like gay people are 2% of the population, but make up 45% of pedophilia. And she was like, well, that means half of the country is pedophiles on the other side, which is actually a frightening fucking number. But to the fact back, it's like 2% of the population is gay, and then half of them are pedophiles. That means the finite number is so much smaller of gay people, and the other half is politicians. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Why do politicians want to fuck kids so bad? We should get an inside guy to figure that out, because you'd think, not to have a low blow here, but that BuschLight guy he looks like a fucking walrus, and I guarantee that kid gets pussy. So it's like, if you're a politician, how do you not just drip in it, without being a fucking savage? And I think that's to the point where they think intellectually that we're the retarded ants and we're causing issues for them. That's all it is they think we're an issue to everybody else. We're the fucking problem, not not the way things are being run, which is insane. We need to get rid of the fucking 14th or 6th. The tax thing is bullshit, dude. I don't think all the taxes went to war. The roads are dog shit. The education's dog shit. It doesn't even work. So why don't we spend that money on healthcare? It's like $700 billion. I don't know. I just wish Bernie ended up getting a chance at some point. I know that's not the most popular opinion, but I think, hey, at least it was something fucking different. I miss Trump, and I was talking to Tyler about that. And you guys can let me know in the comments what you think. We made a bet, because this was, yes, 5 years ago. I was terrified of Trump being president. I told everybody in my house, the college house I lived in, this is bad news, guys. This isn't good. I made a bet he would get impeached, which I technically won, but not out of office. So what would you call it? Would you call it a tie, or just leave it on the table, or whatever? But I did call he would get impeached before he was even elected, which probably wasn't even that big of a bet. So it's probably almost like a guarantee. So it's nuts. I don't know. It'd be really fucking funny if a black lady that like loved guns and hated abortion and was just a super patriot got in next. I would absolutely love that. But my high hopes is Tulsi gets in. She would be another cool one. Fucking chick's a Bahama mama, dude. Not sexist. Just saying. What's a equivalent for a dude like that? It would be a Barack Obama, who is the biggest fucking nerd on planet Earth. I don't care what anyone says. He's one of the least coolest presidents we've ever had, dude. You ever seen him dance? He dances like fucking Elaine from Seinfeld. It's goddamn embarrassing. And I take that back because Biden he's a meat skin. So, anyways, I asked Tyler a few questions, just a curiosity, and I was telling him about how I think that I believe in, like, I asked him, I said, what do you think happens after this, or do you think, like, God or whatever do you believe in? Kind of looked at me sideways, and I said, do you mind if I share? And I was telling him how I think that, it's with the planet being 62 billion years old, we can date back I think carbon dating now is back like 13,800 years to some items. Um, yeah, how ignorant is that to say that 100,000 years ago this didn't happen? How 500,000 years ago, a million years ago, 3 million years ago, 10 million, like this definitely happened. Um, in ancient times, ancient books, they talk about how you would meet at the gates of heaven or whatever they call. I can't remember what they called it, the gates of Set or something. And they would weigh your value in gold. Well, the gold was a representation of your self worth, your love, your things you put into your life. Um, and if you didn't, you would go back down to earth. It's like a purgatory area, and you would have to redo it. Um, which is a weird thing to think about, because if you're self-aware of that, is it the last time that you could do it? It's a weird thing to think about, but um, truly think it's crazy to think that this hasn't happened a couple times or so. Um, and not to say God's not real. There's definitely things that are unexplainable, but who knows what those are. And then I said to him, it's like if I went to a different school in high school, my life would have been completely different. I probably would have been into fat girls or something, or, um, I'm just thankful to God I'm not like into feet or butt stuff. It's truly disturbing. Oh, we took a bath on mushrooms the other day, and if you take a bath with a girl, make sure you have bubbles, because your fucking dick just fucking just hangs there like a fucking lamp, and you're just swaying back and forth. And uh, the worst part is she thought I had a boner the whole time, which I did not. So that hurt the ego a little bit. Um, and my dick's huge, believe me, dude. Trust me, 100%, dude. I'm trustworthy. It's massive. Um, but we don't have to fact check that. So, um, and then we watched football. Fucking Vikings sucked. They played don't not to lose the game, which is a huge issue. You got to play games aggressive, go down the field when you're running fucking bootlegs all game. How are your linemen that have less than 50 plays, or actually less than 100 plays in the NFL, going to be able to adjust to all pro linemen? It's absolutely ridiculous. This is probably Zimmer's last year if they don't just fucking buckle up. I'm sick of the West Coast shit. Just go pro, do some strongs. You got the best running back in the league. Thielen and Jefferson are monsters. Um, I think those rookie linemen are going to probably play next week already. It got that bad. Um, Defense looked okay. Joe Mixon's looked like a monster. I have Joe Mixon and Delvin Cook on my fantasy team, dude. So I think it'll be pretty nice this year. And Kyler Murray. Um, so I think it'll be Mark Andrews, Miles Sanders, dude. I robbed it this year, and this is the big money one. Payouts like $2,500, and I'm really looking forward to winning it as long as my players stay healthy. Um, I don't know if you guys like football. I enjoy football. Basketball's fucking gay now. LeBron's a douchebag. Baseball's all right. I just wish I still played baseball. That fucking seems like something that would have been right up my alley. That's the crazy part about life. It's like, fuck, if I would have tried just a little bit harder, I would have. It can't be that hard, dude. I see people. It's just repetition and practice, and I was too worried about getting pussy when, um, honestly, it's not that great. Us as guys just got to get together and focus up, get back to our priorities. Look at China. If they're doing anything right, they're getting rid of the femininity on TV. I said that last week. It's like, why do we have to turn to fucking douchebag gay boys instead of tough ass dudes that respect each other's space and opinions? That's what I want, dude. Fucking tough ass dudes respecting each other. That's all I want, man. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much been the week. I'll probably be back on all week talking about some bullshit that I forgot to today. Um, it's tough when you got 2 weeks off and you try to recollect everything you did without writing anything down or are doing it more than once. This is a one-time cast. I record, I press it, I fucking got to take a piss, so I'm probably gonna cut it short now, mow my lawn, but that's fucking life, dude. I got the Purple Heart guy that talked about us raising their daughters and shit at the end here to get you fired up for your day. Check that shit out. That dude's a monster. And I love you guys. I hope you have a great day.
It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I could promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.